Shabbat Shalom. You may have heard a lot about Nachshon ben Aminadav. He's a popular Torah figure for modern and, for that matter, ancient rabbis, but his main story is not actually found in the Torah at all. It's found in the Midrash. We do find Nachshon's name in several places, and one of those places is in our Parsha this week, Parshat Bamidbar. Most often, the supporting roles in Torah are not mentioned more than once, so the fact that we find Nachshon in so many places means that there must be something important about him. And the Midrash does not disappoint. We are told that when the Israelites were standing at the sea, facing a natural barrier in front of them and the chariots of the Egyptians bearing down on them from behind, they were terrified. Lots of texts tell us about the different types of people standing at the sea and how they handled this crisis. But Nachshon, we're taught, just began to walk into the water. He waded in until his mouth was fully submerged and he was about to drown. And it was just at that moment when the sea parted. It was Nachshon's courage and faith that led to the greatest miracle we have ever known. And so, his name has become synonymous with bravery, with taking the first steps when nobody else is able to. He knew, according to the rabbis, that God wanted the Israelites to move forward. And even though the sea was in the way, Nachshon did what he needed to do. Even though he was not the official leader of the people of Israel, Moses was, Aaron was, Nachshon saw in this moment what was needed, and he just did it. Some of us might feel like we are not in a position of power, or worse, we might feel helpless. Other people are in charge. What can someone who is not the leader possibly do? Well, Nachshon is a lesson for all of us that we do not need to be in a formal position of authority in order to lead. And in fact, think about it, the very fact that his story is so well known and that this little midrash didn't just fade into the distance among so many other midrashim, this is a sign that our ancient rabbis and teachers today as well understood that we have much more power and agency than we might ordinarily think. Furthermore, Nachshon's faith led him to act, not to wait for God to do everything. King David himself was inspired by Nachshon, and he wrote in the Psalms, "I have sunk in muddy depths. There is no place to stand. Let not the well close its mouth over me." Nachshon's story has been used as a call to action and as a directive toward faith and resilience. We are partners with God in this world, and it is up to us to do everything we possibly can when the times demand it. So let me tell you, the times demand it. I do not know what you yourself are empowered to do. Only you know that. But I do know that each one of us has to be a Nachshon in whatever way we can, small or big. I know the problems facing the Jewish world. They're enormous, and it will take every single one of us to tap into that inner strength, courage, faith, and creativity. So be on the lookout for those moments when it is your turn to walk into the water and make the sea part. Shabbat Shalom. I hope you have a peaceful and wonderful Shabbat.